Grace, here's your coffee.
Hey, this coffee is cold. It's not tasty like this.
I'm sorry. I'll warm it right away.
No, it's fine. Just be more careful next time. You really are inattentive. It's pathetic that you can't even serve a proper cup of coffee.
Yes, I'll be more careful.
And about managing the household budget, you need to do a better job. You spend too much. As long as you're managing it, we'll never save any money.
Really? Is that so?
Yes, it is. I saw the receipt from the supermarket the other day, and I couldn't believe you bought such expensive meat. Instead of indulging, you should think about saving more.
But that was because Ethan really wanted to eat it.
No excuses. Cheap stuff is good enough for Ethan. You'll never save money if you keep wasting it. Reconsider how you spend money.
I understand. I'll be more careful from now on.
Also, about your family, you shouldn't associate with them too much. It's embarrassing to have someone from such a family as part of ours.
My family?
Yes. Your parents don't seem very dependable, and you've probably been influenced by them. That's why you're so sloppy.
I don't think that's true. And stop speaking ill of my parents.
No, it's definitely true. If you had been raised properly, you'd be more capable. You can't even do housework properly? It's really troubling. What kind of upbringing did you have?
That's not...
And think about grandchildren. When will you show me a grandchild's face? Ethan is waiting so eagerly too.
Well...
How many years have you been married now? It's truly embarrassing that you still don't have kids. What will I say to others?
I'm sorry.
No excuses. Just put effort into giving us grandchildren soon. It's pathetic that you can't even do that. Don't you have any sense of responsibility as a parent?
Yes.
I'm really disappointed in you. You can't do anything right. You just don't get it, no matter how many times I tell you.
Grace, thank you for your strict advice as always. But I am doing my best. I may not meet your expectations often, but please give me some time.
Time? We don't have the luxury of waiting. You need to show results quickly. For Ethan's sake, too.
Yes, I understand. I will try harder.
And are you cleaning properly? I saw dust the other day. The house never sparkles on the days you clean.
I clean every day.
I want to see results, not just hear words. Since you came to this house, everything feels disorganized.
Yes, you're right, Grace. I'm sorry.
And could you be more creative with cooking? The same meals every day are boring. Can't you make more varied dishes?
I'll try to be more creative. I'll do my best to meet your expectations.
Please do. Willow, you were such an unpleasant daughter-in-law. I'm beyond exasperated and just disappointed.
Grace? What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. You're hiding something from me, aren't you?
What?
You're planning to go back to your parents' house for a long time. Why is that?
Wait, did I mention that?
Your friend's mother-in-law is my friend. I heard it from her. Willow, I have a question for you. Are you preparing for a divorce from Ethan? I hope not, but I can't help but be concerned about your recent actions. Is that why you're considering living apart? Leaving the house for such a long time is suspicious. Can you explain clearly what you're planning?
No, it's not that. I'm not thinking about divorce. It's really a misunderstanding. Actually, I have to work at a branch office near my parents' house for a while. So since my parents' house is nearby, I thought I'd stay there. It's a long-term plan, but I think it will be good for the family.
Oh, so that's the reason. You should have told me that from the beginning. I was worried. I was so excited thinking you might be getting a divorce and I'd be free from this two-family living arrangement. But I'm disappointed now. It's not that simple, is it?
You really dislike me, don't you, Grace? I was hoping we could reconcile a little.
Of course I do. I only agreed to live together because of my husband's back problems. Otherwise, I would never have done it. Your presence only adds to my stress. And I had planned for Ethan to marry my friend's daughter. I had everything prepared, but then you swooped in and married Ethan. I can't forgive that.
Well, I understand that Ethan met your friend's daughter after he started working. But actually, Ethan and I have been dating since high school. We've been together for a long time.
Anyway, you shouldn't have married Ethan. That's why I dislike you. I'm merciless toward people I dislike. It's laughable. Even though I hate you this much, do you still plan to stay in this house?
I see. That's quite clear, and it helps me understand. I also don't try to be friends with people I don't get along with. So in that respect, we might be alike, Grace.
What? What are you trying to say with that comment? Are you trying to show defiance?
So let's end this conversation here. I've answered your questions, and there's no need to continue this unpleasant conversation and waste time.
Waste time? You're saying talking to me is a waste of time? Am I that worthless to you?
I'm packing right now, so I'll take my leave. I understand your concerns, but right now, preparing is important. If there are any issues, I'll contact you again.
Willow, can we talk? Something's come up at home.
Ethan, what's wrong? Is it about your mother?
You're sharp, Willow. You guessed it.
What happened?
Well, she's been sneaking into our side of the house when we're not home.
Oh no. Really? Since when? I hadn't noticed, but why would she do that?
Luckily, your room is always locked, so I'm the only one with a spare key who can enter. But still, it's uncomfortable.
Well, there's nothing in there that she could find problematic. I've brought all the valuables and work-related stuff I use for remote work to my parents' house. But it's still worrisome.
I see. That's a relief for now. But it was a good call to have you work remotely from your parents' place. I only found out about Mom's sneaking in recently after setting up cameras. But from the way she moves around, like she knows the place well, it seems like she's been doing it for a while.
Really? How often? It can't be every day, right? That would be nerve-wracking.
At least having your workspace at your parents' house means your work tools haven't been messed with. But I can't stop worrying about when she might sneak in again.
Yeah. If you're always worried about her coming into the room, you can't focus on work. We need to do something quickly, or we won't be able to live in peace.
Also, there's something else important I need to tell you. Please listen seriously.
Okay, what is it? You seem really serious. Did something big happen?
Do you remember when Dad mentioned that our current two-family house is getting old? And we need to either rebuild or move?
Yeah, I remember. It's been unchanged since Grandpa's time, right? The timing is too convenient.
Mom brought up that topic while you were away, Willow. There has to be something behind the timing.
Why? Does that mean something? Are they trying to make decisions without me?
Mom said, let's move without telling Willow and get it over with. It's unbelievable.
What? Grace actually told you that? Normally, you wouldn't say something like that.
She must think that I, her son, and Dad are unconditionally on her side. Well, thanks to that, their secret plan is completely exposed.
Oh my God, it's an unbelievable story. But we need to act quickly.
So I have a suggestion and something to discuss with you about that. This is really important, and I want to have a proper conversation.
A suggestion and a discussion? Do you have a good idea?
Discussing this over text messages isn't ideal, so can Dad and I come over this weekend? If possible, I'd like your parents to hear about it too.
Hold on, I'll check their schedules. I'm pretty sure they're free this weekend, but let me confirm. Thanks for waiting. It took a bit of time, but I've confirmed. Saturday afternoon works for them.
What time in the afternoon is best for you? It would help if you could tell me what time works best.
Mom suggested we have lunch together, so how about around lunchtime? It could be fun to have a meal with the whole family.
Really? Is that okay? Are you sure it's not too much trouble? Won't it be a hassle to prepare everything?
My parents like you, Ethan, so they're always happy to have you over. Especially Mom. She enjoys talking with you, so don't worry.
Is that so? That makes me happy. It's a bit embarrassing, but I'm really grateful. Then we'll take you up on that offer and arrive around noon.
Please do. Having lunch together will give us plenty of time to talk and discuss everything.
Please give my regards to your parents. I'd appreciate it if you could thank them for me.
Got it. I'll let them know. I'm sure they'll be delighted.
See you on Saturday then. If anything comes up, contact me right away.
Yes, see you then. Looking forward to it. Take care on your way.
Willow, I appreciate everything you did today.
Oh, I'm the one who should be thanking you. I was surprised by your proposal and consultation, but I see. If your father is feeling that pressured, it's best to move forward with the plan as soon as possible.
I think so too. From my perspective, I'm really fed up with how Mom keeps picking on you. Dad and I discussed it and came to this conclusion today.
Yes, it's also a result of considering my situation. Thank you.
So let's proceed with that. There shouldn't be many situations where you have to take the lead. But please be careful not to let Mom find out.
Yeah, I understand.
Willow, I haven't heard from you. Are you doing well?
Well, it looks like I won't have to worry about that anymore. Grace, sorry for not keeping in touch.
Today, I have some good news for you.
Good news? What is it?
Well, it's good news for me, but It might be bad news for you.
What on earth is it?
We decided to demolish the two-family house we lived in. While you were at your parents' house, we tore down the house.
What? Demolished? What does that mean? You suddenly say this and I can't understand at all.
The whole family moved, so don't contact us. We've already started a new life, and we don't have time for you. I have no intention of telling you our new address. You deserve it. You stayed at your parents' house because of work and never came back, which backfired on you. While you were away, everything went according to plan.
I see. I'm surprised you decided this so suddenly. But knowing you, I somewhat expected it.
Even your husband Ethan got fed up with you. That's why he followed my orders without complaint, tearing down the house and arranging the move. They finally realized how much of a nuisance you were. Naturally, I decided not to tell you the new address, so it settled for divorce. I feel so relieved now. Not having to think about you is a real comfort.
I see. Okay, goodbye. Then excuse me. Take care, Grace.
What? Are you pretending to be strong? You don't seem to understand the gravity of the situation. How do you plan to live now that we're gone? Well, I'm relieved. Not having to think about you is such a relief. Don't ever show your face again.
Ethan, I got a text from your mother.
So, what did it say?
Well, I'd like you to read it too. It's about the house demolition and the move. If I got it right. And that you and your father are siding with your mother. Grace declared she wouldn't tell me the new address. And she said that you and I are definitely getting a divorce.
Willow, you summarized it calmly, but I bet it was quite harsh.
Do you want to read it tomorrow when we meet?
Yeah, let's do that.
I've already arrived at the new place. I'll start unpacking the essential things that we sent ahead.
Sorry, and thanks for handling that. All right, then. I'm going to witness the showdown between Dad and Mom.
Take care. Good luck.
Willow, this is terrible. Why aren't you answering your phone? I've called you so many times. I can't believe you're ignoring me. What are you thinking? Are you trying to ignore me? This is unacceptable. Stop it right now. How did you manage to turn my husband and son against me? Why should I lose them to someone like you? I will never forgive you.
Wow, what's going on? Looking at my call log, it's pretty intense. To call this many times, something major must have happened. I need to handle this calmly.
You better pay alimony. This is unforgivable. Get the money ready right now. You're the cause of this, so you must take responsibility.
That's a rather aggressive demand. Can you explain what's going on? I'd like to hear it calmly. You were supposed to move with the whole family, but ended up returning to your parents' place. Don't take it out on me. I need to understand the situation.
That tone? So you knew all along. You've no idea how much I've been through. You're so selfish.
Is it because your husband asked for a divorce? Or because you weren't included in the whole family move? Or was it because Ethan declared he wouldn't tell you the new address and cut ties with you? Or is there another reason?
All of them. Every single one. Why should I be excluded from the family circle? You have no idea how much I've done for this family. You should be the one excluded, not me. I can't accept this at all.
It seems you were the only one who thought that way. Face reality. Consider how others feel.
Why? I don't understand why this is happening to me. What did I do wrong?
Well, you made too many decisions on your own. This happened because you acted on your own ideas without considering the family's opinions.
That's not true. Everything I did was for the family.
But that's what drove the family away in the end. You should have respected the family's opinions more. It's unfortunate. Goodbye, Grace.
Wait! Willow, wait!
After that, Grace's life became much harsher than she had imagined. She officially divorced my father-in-law and was forced to return to her hometown. What awaited her there was an old, dilapidated family home and a harsh reality. While she claimed she had devoted herself to the family, her actions were actually self-centered, pushing people away. Therefore, even when she returned to her family home, few welcomed her warmly. Her siblings and relatives, aware of her selfish nature, kept their distance. With no other choice, Grace started working part-time as a cashier at a nearby supermarket to make ends meet. But unlike her previous life, she had to endure long hours on her feet, which exhausted her both physically and mentally. Moreover, her colleagues at the store treated her coldly, and she became isolated. Her overbearing attitude didn't work in the workplace. Additionally, living alone meant she had to handle all the housework herself, which is quite a burden for her. Having relied on others for many things before, she struggled with cooking and cleaning. Living in a region with harsh winters and having to save on heating costs was a significant trial for her. Meanwhile, our family started a new life. Ethan and I are living peacefully in our new home, and my father-in-law is also settled in his new environment. He is happy to have more time to indulge in his hobbies and feels mentally relaxed. I am determined to do my best to protect the happiness we have now.